Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Marta. Welcome back. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to have you here. My friends, we just reached 7,000 subscriptions here on my channel. I'm so happy and blessed and overwhelmed with happiness and joy. So for that, I wanted to do something special. I was planning to actually go live and create like a little live session, but we had some trouble with the power. I had a couple power cuts earlier on, so I thought it will be safer for me to actually record the video, and then I could maybe get prepared for live classes coming very shortly. Now, hello, very warm welcome everyone. If you're here for some time, I'm so happy you are the part of my YouTube family. If you're new, welcome. I do all sorts of crafts. You will find lots of different things on my channel, and I hope you will enjoy it and stay for longer. Now, this is the basic card we create without using any dice, and then I ask if you would like to see upgraded version. So we've got the same, like a strip across the card idea, but this is the upgrade with all fancy design dice and everything I could put. I even create a little bit more complicated flowers, which you could see on another video, because I do have this flower classes on my channel as well. Now, here is the inside part. I've purposely left it blank, because if I will decide to use this card, I can print the wishes here and create it, and then the name I put it that way that I could change it, like, you know, I just put something randomly, and then if I'll need it, I will just add another bit on top and no one will see it. So here's how I'm leaving it just now. And this little emblem here, I thought it will be a nice addition, because that way it's not taken away from the design. The focus is still on the card, but we have something to hold the card. And such a beautiful card, of course it will require a beautiful packaging, because you cannot give a nice card in bad packaging. So for that, I'm gonna be making kind of a little bag, I would say, something special definitely to put my card in. Now, let me just see. I've got 2 pages here, last 2 pages, and let me just think. I will need something to make nice bag out of it. So will this be enough? And I think this is gonna be enough right to the size. So here's what I'm gonna start from. I'm taking watercolor paper, because firstly it has this nice texture which I really like, secondly it's very inexpensive, and thirdly it's quite stiff. So for your packaging, and I think I'm going to be creating the beautiful bag to put my card in, because this is the type of decoration you give in person. So you can pack it in a box, but I think it's nice to have like something to hold on. So if you're in a church, if you're waiting for a wedding, like, you know, and then you're given the card or some gift, you could actually handle it all this time. Now, don't throw away packaging, because this is a very good cardboard. We can create something out of it. And even here, look on that. I just quickly want to tell you, this is beautiful piece to use on a card. Either cut it in a circle, or, you know, kind of a chop off and then create a different card. Like you could cut under the angle and have this DL size, you know, like a halfway pocket, or this bits here as well. This is a good material. It's a very nice cover, and then you can use the back side as well, because it's kind of like a watercoloring paper. Is just the smooth side. Now, okay, that will be it. Now let me grab my scoring tool, because I'm gonna need it. And first and foremost, what I like to do when I'm creating the packaging, you will actually need a product to make sure that you have, you know, right sizes, you know, enough space. What I like to do whenever I create the packaging for something more bulkier, which has flower composition or something, I am always putting my card up till the edge, like up here, and then I am taking my packaging and kind of roughly like trying to see 1 inch. Will that be enough? If I will make this 1 inch space, would that be okay? If not, upgrade it 1.5. It's quite large, but I think it will be look nice to have like a little bit more space to the side. So we decided, and this is very important, because if you do more, if you do 2 inches, 2.5, that's fine. But if you go too little and too narrow box, you can actually squish your composition, and you don't want to do that. You spend a lot of time to create it. So I think 1.5 inch will be this nice kind of a room, you know, to wiggle and to keep it nice place. And that will be also a good size, decent chunk for the paper to have this nice dressed elements on the sides. Okay, so we do 1.5, and then this is what I have to do. I am putting my card here and kind of eyeballing it. So if I have if I will do 1.5 here, will this be okay, or still do I need to trim it? And I think like if I would have a little bit more than that, and that will be just running to the side, I would then trim it. But if you put your card upside down and you see 1.5 and 1.5, that's quite okay. It's enough room, but it's not too much, so your card, it's not gonna be too loose. So luckily we don't have to trim anything. I am just making another scoring line on the 1.5 inch size. So this is gonna be our piece, and we're gonna need actually 3 pages, or maybe 2, no, 3. We're gonna need 3, because I will need 2 pages of the exactly same. And this is very, very simple. Oh, my cable got loose, sorry about that. Let me just fix that one. Okay, that will be stop shaking, please. Okay, now another piece, and this is A4 size. I've got this glue string here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Come on. Right. That will do. Is that more? I like this paper very much, but I don't like these glued edges. But then again, they have to hold it somehow. 1.5 inch. I'm double checking. Yes. And then I am turning my page upside down, and I'm doing exactly the same. Or you could do 10.25, but you know, it's better to turn it upside down. It's just easier. You don't have to kind of be, you know, checking. Now, so this is gonna be parts of our packaging, and I will glue these two together so you can see how it's gonna be coming, and then we're gonna be creating something on the bottom to hold it. And I have more of that paper, why not? I love it really much, so I've just bought another book, and they're very inexpensive. I'm buying those in Action store in Poland, and these are 7 Polish zloty, like 7 something. So it's actually not even £2. It's £1 something, or like $2, probably even a little bit less, like $1 80 cents or something, to be fair. Now I'm gonna need to trim this piece to 1.5 inch, and for that I will need my board. And oh, I've got it in centimeters. Bear with me, my friends. Well, you could have it in centimeters, that's fine. I should actually, oh yes, I forgot. Oh, come on, come off. Inch measurements. Bear with me, my friends. I will tell you that in the second, because this is my fault. I should actually say that in centimeters as well, and I am apologizing you. I actually realized that I'm usually trying to give both measurements. So 1.5 inch is like 4 centimeters. So you will do 4 centimeters, turn it upside down, and 4 centimeters. And we are working on the A4 size, so that's 21 by 30. So 4 centimeters or on each side, or 1.5 inch. And now I need to trim another piece. Where's that? Another piece here. Okay, and I am trimming it by 1.5 inch. Because this measuring has 1.5 inch. 1.5. Okay. Is this 1.5? Sorry if I'm sticking my hand here, but this is not very clear, like, oh, I squished the edge. Okay, now 1.5. I should probably do it from this side. So we've got 8.25, of course, so 7.75. How is this possible? I didn't thought about that. Instead of the wiggling, because this scoring board doesn't have you know, proper measuring. So it's 8.25. I'm double checking, and I will go 1.5. So that's 7.75. Sorry, and that should be exactly same. Did this cut? Oh, the knife is getting a little bit blunt. Okay, and that gives me the exactly same amount as here. No, Marta. Oh, we need more. I'm sorry, guys, I'm lying. So we've got another trial. Sorry, I was thinking about the band on the bottom, but we need something for the side flaps as well. So I'm canceling that anyway. You did not see it, but those things happen, you know. It's just we are kind of in life creating, like I am, so those things happening. So to make it easier, 1.5, so that will be 6.25. So I will go half an inch. Yeah, half an inch flap will be okay. Half an inch and half an inch. So we are at 4.25. Okay. Okay. So here's what I did. I've cut myself a strip, which is that 1.5 inch wide, but then I need half an inch on both ends to give me the flaps. So in total, that's actually 2.5 inch wide, or in centimeters, that will be 6 centimeters. You could do 6 or 7. You will still need a 4 inside, and then you will score the remaining bits on both ends. So here's what I mean by that. Let me just put this aside. Where's that piece? Here. So I'm needing 1.5 inch in the center, and I have half an inch on both ends. So I am scoring at half an inch here and half an inch on this side, and then I have the exactly same bit as I need, but I have a little wings. So if you cut it to 6 centimeters, you score 1 centimeters, leave the 4 inside, and the 1 centimeters on the back. And then again, we're repeating the same step as we did with that one, because we need the same scoring line. So that will be 1.5. I am turning around, and 1.5. And at this point, we can actually chop those corner bits, like 1, 2, 3, 4, because we are not going to need them anymore. And this is the one which will go inside, so I can also trim everything under the angle and create those little flaps. I hope you can see that. Let me just take this board away. Oops. Oh, slowly. I should start from showing my desk. But it's a little bit overcrowded, and I know I said I'll be cleaning everything, but I had the live classes last night actually, on the Polish group, the one I am in their design team, and I was sharing them a card. I was teaching them how to do like a swing card, and that was fun. I really enjoyed that, and it's nice to have this, you know, live session in my own mother tongue from time to time. So I really enjoyed that, and I will show you the card on my YouTube channel as well. I just need to edit the video. Oh, excuse me, I'm having a little rusty voice. Now this is gonna be the bottom part. So we've got 2 pieces, and this is the simplest construction ever. We're gonna be joining that. Actually, at this point I can join this piece. So what I'm needing, I need to add the adhesive to one flap, and of course, how is this possible that it's always blocked when I'm recording. Now, one more thing, just bear with me. Oh, here we are. I like to use double-sided tape. So double-sided tape will provide me with this clean look, because you've got the adhesive on all way across the edge, and that's just holding really, really nice. And then I'm putting a little bit glue here as well. It's just the tape will give me that instant grip, and I don't even have to reveal all, or I can do it, that doesn't really matter. And then a little bit of the liquid adhesive, if this will start working. Oh, there's some piece of the dry glue inside stuck here. Okay, do we have it? Oh, come on. That's a dry blob of glue. Okay, now I am adding adhesive, and this is just a regular PVA glue. I'm just using the bottle with this nozzle, and it's actually the bottle itself is from different glue than the nozzle, so this is like combination. It's like a transformer glue, because it's different glue, different packaging, and different nozzle. I put all of those three together, so just to let you know. But you know, that's what I needed. I like this nozzle very much, and then I put the hot glue right next to the bottle, and I made a hole in a bottle. And I was looking for, like, no, I need another bottle, and then I checked this one, and it actually has the same screwing, like, you know, piece, so it was matching. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I will try to make sure that these are nice and even, and you know, you did the great job that your scoring line are meeting here. And then make sure you really press firmly, like just like that. And it's very important that you add adhesive. Like if you add adhesive on a flap, make sure you add right up till the edge, because you don't want that you know, place, so your card will be just hooking. Like, you know, if you place it really well, the card will slide back and forth without hatching. So make sure you actually, and I should say that you will add the adhesive all way down. Now I'm not gluing more to put the box, because I like to make my box dress before I will put it all together. This is the best way, because you can then you know, nicely put everything together before you actually, you know, start doing something. Now I'm using this lighter version. This is the darker version, which I give you as a present. Let me just grab some gold paper, and I'm using the BM1. I still got a large batch of those papers from the time I was living in Scotland. And when you see the back of the mirror paper, and that's like 15 sheets per £2, you just, you know, just buy. I'm guaranteeing you, you're gonna use it up sooner or later, but you will use it up, my friend. Now, how about that? Look on this. Our card is a little bit bigger than 21 centimeters. It's like 22 centimeter or 8.5 inch in between. So luckily I even don't have to do a much job here, because all I really need to do is to cut this one piece. And what I'm trying to do, if you see, when you fold this card, oh, you will see that better without the flaps. I'm kind of trying to center, so I could have the same border like up here, up here. And now I am taking my pencil and I'm trying to eyeball it, like the thickness of the paper I need to cut, something like that. Well, one is enough actually, but you know. So I'm taking my guillotine, if I have it. Oh yes, it's here. And now this is what I'm gonna do. I will chop it here, just like that. It's more or less equal. Let me see, is that one looking fine? and then again this one. Okay, yes, okay, and I need 2 of those, so I could do exactly the same thing on the same paper because the other side is identical. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will place it back again, and I'm not measuring it. You can either measure it on the box, or you can take another piece, the one you previously cut, and then just kind of, you know, guide it. So put it in the same place, make sure they're even, and then mark the chopping line like that, and that will be simple thing to do. You don't have to measure it second time. Or if you have the longer guillotine or trimmer, just check before you cut, like you can actually just see the measurements. I don't have it here because mine is too small. Okay, are they even? What's happened here? They're to the side. Yeah, they are same size. Now for the bottom part, what I will do, I'm not taking it off, sorry guys, but it's just, you know, it's self-explanatory. I am just making another mark, and I am just chopping this bit, and that will be on the bottom. Now it's entirely up to you. If you've got enough supplies, you think you can handle to have the gold edge all around, or you think you will need something more. Now here's what I'm gonna do. This pattern, it's kind of loose, but I do think that it's a little bit like oriented. So if I will put it that way, you could see it's a little bit different. It doesn't really matter as much. And so it's up to you whether you would like to start the third page and then do it to the side on the third page that way, or if you not bother too much and you can then just do it sideways. I think, do you know what, I think that will be okay, to be honest. It's not as much side oriented because there's no font. If I had some script that way and here that way, I would probably reach for another piece, but this is very delicate, and you know what, I'm looking on it, there's no point for wasting so much paper. So I'm just gonna cut this piece. By the way, my friends, I actually haven't told you that I've created this darker version. That was the 5,000 subscription present, and I was planning, before my YouTube channel started growing rapidly, so for the past 4 years I was kind of doing this. You can use the same measurements here, so you can actually mark it, or even better, we don't have to even mark it. Here is the trick I like to do. If I have the slip of the paper and I need to cut identical, this is what I'm doing. I am placing it, I don't know if you can see it, I am placing my paper on the chopping board, then I am just kind of, you know, eyeballing it, like if it's nice and even, and then I'm making a chop. Here we go. So one, and voila, these are identical. And then, very important, put the one you just cut on the side and measure from the same one. Well, it doesn't matter now because we only have like 2 pieces to cut, but if you have more than that, and look on that, I just need to chop a teeny tiny bit, so I'm just gonna make a mark. But if you have more than 1 or 2 to cut, always measure from the same one, because you have less chances to make a mistake. Let's see, if you have 10 pieces to cut, and each time you will kind of go by half a millimeter off, like just teeny tiny bit, hair inch off, and then by the 10th strip you will have a huge difference. But if you always use the same one as a guide, each one of them will come identical. So that's my advice. Now, my friends, it's absolutely up to you. Oh no, something else I was saying. Something else I wanted to share. Sorry, so many thoughts in my head. I'm actually super happy and overwhelmed right now. You cannot feel it like through the camera, but my legs are shaking from the joy, not from the stress. This is something I was like dreaming about, like having a 5,000 subscription. That was like my dream for like 2 or 3 years as I'm doing the YouTube. So that 5K, that was like, oh my gosh, like I would be in heaven. And it's not even a month pass and I am like 7,000, and I wasn't prepared, like, you know, I wasn't equipped enough. I didn't have any time to design anything to say thank you, how I'm thankful. So what I'm gonna do, I redesigned this bit to create that insert part, which you can then use on the front card and have something to line back on the inside. And these are light enough so you could actually, if you like, you could actually print the dark font like black wishes on it. So I will give you the set of the insert papers as well, and maybe I'm gonna add a couple extra sentiments, and that will be my gift to you for 7,000 subscription. And I'm sorry I don't have any new design because I didn't even have the time to create anything. Now I think that's enough a chatter because I'm not focusing what I'm doing. So this is how it's gonna be look like, I think, and it will be nice. Oh, these ones I need to trim actually. So these are good on the length, on the width, but we need to trim them on the length. But anyway, my friends, what I wanted to say is that somewhere like here, let me just take that one off the mat. I'm gonna be placing those design on my buy me a coffee, and that will be my little treat, unexpected treat for you, to, you know, become part of my YouTube family. I'm so happy you're here. Which one was going on the bottom? This one, because I like this continuation. Like if you look on the box, that will be continue, or will this look better here? It doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter, because you won't be able to match up all the edges anyway. So you just have to decide whether you trim from the bottom or from the top. I have a little bit pink here, so I will then trim from the top, and I'm roughly marking where would I like to cut. Now, one more thing I wish to say, dependingly to you, if you have enough, you can create matte and layers, or if you think like this is too much gold, that will be, you know, totally fine to skip it. What I'm gonna do, I don't know, shall I go with the gold mats or not? Maybe not. Do you know what, that will be too much paper, and the mirror cardstock is also, I mean, this one I bought is cheap, but I don't know, shall we go with it or not? Oh, decisions. But I do quite like the clean look of it. Or would it be nicer? Let me see if I will place the golden trim around. Oh, I love it. I quite like the gold trim. I don't know. Do you know what? Okay, let's, what am I saying? Let's compromise. I will do golden piece on the, is this one here? Yeah, I will do golden piece on the back and front only, and the sides and the bottom we're gonna leave without. So how about that? Now let me see, I've got these pieces here. How much time? Oh, 28 minutes. Not bad, not bad. I'm putting my hot glue gun on so that could start heating up. And now I'm just taking, the corner is squished. I'm just taking teeny tiny bit of the gold. This is gonna be a nice, you know, nice difference, and you don't need to actually do it on all four, on all sides. 2 pieces, it's enough. So here's what I'm gonna do, and then next one, I can use the same piece because they're both the same size. Now let me see, will this be okay? A very thin piece I'm needing. Okay, so just like that, and just like that. Now guillotine, I'm taking it back. There we go. And now and I'm gonna leave that for something else. And this one, just a little bit check if this is nice and even. And I'm always having a trouble with this gold color paper, but I think that some of them, they are actually, oh yeah, they are actually unevenly cut. So now it's totally wrong, even worse. I made it worse. No way, no way. Okay, let me see. Oh well, it does not matter. Is that one wrongly? Something is off. Huh. Okay, let me just chop it a little bit. Now, how about this one? Still not good. Something's not right here. Okay, this one must be a match now. Right. This guillotine is giving me hard time sometimes, or the paper, or I don't know, or I just cannot chop. Okay, now. Right. Is that one okay? It is okay. Okay, we've got that one. And then this one, let me just check if this is okay. It's okay. Now. One and two. Can't see this line. Okay, I've got it. Okie dokie. Now let me see. Ah, this one's fine. And what's the different size in between them? Oh, just a hair inch. It won't be visible anyway, so I'm not bothered. Okay, now my friends, time is to put these together. So I'm adding the liquid adhesive right along the edges, just like that. Oh no, I'm not. I'm lying. My friends, this is way too much of good stuff to put it into the waste. So will that be okay, or will that be okay? Of course. Before we will glue these pieces, let me just quickly rescue the paper, because no point for wasting all of that behind, because this could be a great, you know, great piece to use on something else. Like you could put the whole mat for that for something else, like, or cut a lot of different things. Like how many, you know, little leaves you could actually cut using the piece inside. So this is how I stretch my paper, and even though I have plenty of the papers, I am still kind of looking for the way for saving them up. And voila, we've got a frame. The liquid adhesive, I hope it's not won't get dry. Let me just quickly put the same thing over, the same dye over this piece, just like that. That'll be enough room to glue, so that's fine. And here we go. So I'm placing this one in my die cutting machine. This is nice, safe piece. And is the glue dry? Oh no, it's not as super dry. I'm just gonna add a little bit more just to be on the safe side, and then more on the this side where I think maybe that's too dry now. Okay, I'm smearing it with my fingers, so that's reducing. Oh, look on that. I've put the piece on the center without thinking, like there'll be nothing there because we just cut it, but it doesn't matter. This is this is like a dining mat I'm having here, this piece, so it's brilliant. It cost a tiny bit of the fraction of the price of the crafting mat, but this is like waterproof, and it's great surface for, you know, stamping, for dirty job, because these mats, when they use in your dining area, they're kind of used to it. They are waterproof and you can wash them very nicely. So look on that, we save so much paper here just simply by removing the inside piece. And this is especially important if you work with the more expensive papers, or you have this nice design paper which you use as a layers. So that will be something, you know, to save up. Now here we go. How pretty this packaging will be. I hope you're enjoying, and I hope you like this. I mean, I know some of you at least are liking it, because many friends has say in the previous video, say like, oh yes, we want to see the part 3, and please keep chatting, keep it going, we love it. So I'm super happy to hear that you kind of enjoy my chatter, even though sometimes I'm just like I don't know if I'm not saying like silly things, and you know, obviously you can hear it well that English is not my mother tongue, but many of you has actually say that, and I'm super thankful for all your encouraging words. That's the shorter one. Are they both? Yes. Many of you, my friends, has been assuring me that, oh, my English is good, and everything I'm saying is quite clear for you. So I'm super happy and excited with that, because this was my biggest stop before. Like, I wanted to have my YouTube in 2014 actually, but I have not posted any videos till 2019, so 5 or 6 years even, I would say, because that was like middle of the year. I don't even know. I think I wanted to have like a YouTube before I actually sign up, because for a while I was actually watching YouTube from my husband account, and then he was like, okay Marta, I'm not getting anything else in recommendation than your crafts, so maybe you could sign up for your own YouTube. So then I signed up, and I was like, oh, I really wanted to do that, like having the YouTube channel, that would be brilliant. And I always wanted, but I was feeling like I don't know, like I was scared, like I didn't know like Polish crafters then, because I was living in Scotland, and I was only mainly focusing on the British, you know, crafters. I was buying those magazines, local, like, you know, from UK. And then of course I knew, like, you know, Jennifer Maguire, and like not in person, but you know, I was looking like Christina, Vicky, you know, all these, like Lindsay, Frugal Crafter. I was watching all the main channels, and I was like, oh, I wish like one day I could have my own channel. That was my big dream, but I was always shy. I thought like, no, I'm not gonna be good. Besides, no way I could speak in English. Like, I was very stressed. And even like my first video, I'm just gonna put the site without the gold. Even my first YouTube video, I was very nervous, stressed. My voice was shaking, and you know, like you record, like some of you, my friends, couldn't create the videos, you know, like you record the video and you can pause and then redo the same sentence or something. I had like over 60, like the video, my first video, I think it's like 12 minutes long or something. I was like 60 times, like I was saying one sentence, and then I was chopping it off, stopping it, because I was so stressed and nervous. And now I'm just like, I'm not stopping. I'm talking too much even sometimes, I think. Either way, it doesn't matter which way that will go. This is very nice pattern actually, and I'm super proud of it, how it's turned out. I haven't been designing anything, and probably I'm not gonna be doing lot more designs now. Well, probably I know that because I am working with digital company. I'm in their design team, so I'm kind of like a non-compete sign. So I'm only doing this like a free buy me a coffee thank you designs for now. So but I hope you enjoy them. I hope you let me know, by the way, if you're watching here just now, let me know, have you ever downloaded any of my designs? Have you been enjoying them? Have you created something out of it? If you did, I have the Facebook group on the Facebook, which is called Drop of Inspiration. The link is always written down in the video description. So if you create something and you would like to share, show me and other friends, other crafty friends, what you come up with, I would love to see that, because sometimes people can tag me and it's not always showing, like I'm getting lots of notification and I could miss that. But on the group I am coming regularly. I need to do a catch-up now actually, but I'm trying to go regularly and post and like, you know, everyone creation. I've been a little bit absent from the group, and the group is quite quiet, a little bit quieter recently, but oh well, it's my own fault because I haven't been posting for a while as well. So now I'm kind of trying to revive everything, because I feel like in many things, in many areas, I am picking up from where I left. But then because I had this like a more than half a year break in everything, I just feel like I'm starting from the beginning. Okay, now I'm adding the glue a little bit just here and making sure, oh actually I should put like a tape, so I'm just gonna put the tape right now, even though I've put the glue first, but it doesn't matter. It's just something to, you know, grip nicely once the adhesive is drying. And then I'm just going to, and one very important thing, the pieces which go inside, you could actually cut teeny tiny bit, like just a hair inch, not too much, just a teeny tiny bit of the flap, so that will be easier for you to work on. Now I'm taking off this adhesive, and then which side is that? This one. Okay, and I am just gluing that just like that, and I'm kind of trying to see if that's even, and once it's there I can fold, see if this is like going straight now. And where is my bone folder? Oh, there you are. And then I am just pressing it firmly so I know I have everything glued down nicely. Now this one will go here, but I will put all of that together at once. So then I will just glue it like that and I will have my baggie. However, my friends, and this is important, before we do, I want to have like a handle. And to be honest, for me personally at least, I love Grossarian ribbon. This is the one which has those little strips, and I think there's nothing better than having like a, you know, something elegant to handle rather than a box. Because if you've got the greeting box, you just have to keep it in a hand all the time. Like if you go with it, you just have to hand it. If you've got this little bag, you can then just easily hold it, you know, and give it to the recipient, and then they have easier job. Oh, I didn't put I've put not enough glue in this corner because it's coming right off, so I can then just, you know, squish it back. Just make sure you've got right amount of the glue on your corners so they're not going to be rise up. And then of course make sure you kind of press firmly with your bone folder from the back once you glue pieces. Now last bit, ribbon here. Let me see, is that enough of the handle? Yeah, that will do. So here's what I'm doing. I am chopping it just like that, and now I will then just chop it together so they're even. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. And I kind of recommend to do that. It's just taking a little second. It doesn't really have to be, you know, I have 8 inches and then this bit here, so my ruler is shorter. I could eyeball it, so it doesn't matter. So let's say 8 inches here, so 4 inches is in the center. So I will put maybe 6 and 2, a little bit lower. Okay, 6 and 2. So I have the markings, and then I will adhere it like that. So that way I could have the same thing on the other side. And again, I am centering it just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but having that markings like 6 and 2, I'm kind of less likely to make it uneven. And okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I am adding a chop of the glue here, and I am adhering this piece, and then I'm gonna add another bit of the glue here, and I am adhering this bit. And now here again, a little bit of the glue, and I am adhering it here, and then a little bit of the glue, and I am adhering this one here. And once you put your back together, you can see you've got the handle very equally spaced in the same place. Okay, now last bit I want to do here, because I don't like how it looks like just now. I mean, it's not bad, but for such a lovely card, that would be shame to just leave it like that. So here I've got this leftover piece, and you can use the leftover piece to cut the tag as well. I actually have this piece here, so I'm just gonna cut the tag from the darker one, and then, oh, I forgot, yeah, now I'm having the idea. Of course, I could actually put the tag, like hang it on the piece of the ribbon. Like once you glue that, you could actually, before you glue, add your tag. Oh, decisions. But you know, sometimes those things are coming into my head post factum, but I wanted to share with you, because maybe if you're gonna be making your card, you can actually do that thing. So where are we? That's less than 4 inches, so make it 3. Okay, and then make it 3, so that will be 1.5, 1.5, so they're more or less even. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be, and then I will adhere those here, just so I could have this nice, you know, decorative element, and that will straighten up, strengthen up. This piece will also have protection to glue ribbon to both places, so there's less chances for the ribbon to fall off. And then again, I am adding the liquid adhesive everywhere, a little bit of the glue on this side of the ribbon as well, and then let me just smear the glue tiny bit and then adhere it just like that. There we go. So once I'm having equally spaced, I am just pressing firmly, and I have this nice finish. And once you glue the box and someone will be looking inside, that will be, oh, it's really nicely done on all sides. So this is something you can do if you like. And how are we with the time? 48 minutes. So I'm hoping to do it in 1 hour, I hope, but I hope you forgive me if not. But I think it's something, you know, it's important, a skill to learn and to create your own packaging, because that way, if you know how to do your own packaging, you're actually no more, how to say that, restrained in sizes and in form, because you can pack anything. Like there's a little bit of the glue here. Let me just take it off, and once you have it glued, then you look and you've got this pretty, very nice, pretty finish on the inside, just like that. So I think it's just adding extra elegance to the box. Now, last bit here is to glue the box, but before I'm gonna glue it, actually, no, or maybe no, I'm just gonna glue it first. You can do dress up or glue the box, either way. If you decide to dress up first, then it's fine too. Oh my goodness, oops, something has broken. I hope it's not the glass table. But it sounds like a glass or something. Is everything okay? Okay, so I think it's nothing serious, like no injury involved. It's just a broken glass, so hopefully that's it. Okay, so I am pressing these bits here, have my tape to the corners, right up the corners here, and here's what I'm gonna do. I will release all of them at once, and I will then just put box together with these bits, and then I will adhere the flap at last one. So I am, oh come on, come off, and then whoops, just like that. Why you're not sticking? Oh, if your tape, oh, did not work. If your tape that your release paper on the tape doesn't want to come off, that's mean that you haven't pressed your tape firmly enough. So you just have to use your bone folder or something, go over once again, and that will be it. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I am adding the liquid adhesive here and to my flaps up till the end. Remember about the end, so nothing is hatching here. And then oh, oops, hope I'm not shake the camera too much. This is what I'm gonna do. I am sticking this side, press firmly, so I'm just making sure it's nice and square. Then I am pressing this side, making sure it's nice and even. Then I am, oh no, sorry, I'm lying. Don't glue that side, just use that one first with the pattern, and okay, and then I am gluing this one here just like that, and then I will have, and I could put my hand from the inside, just make sure it's nice and even, and then I will have this piece at last. So this is what I'm gonna do. I just want to make sure I am pressing all the flaps. Whoops, the ribbon is in my way. Okay, I am making sure I have all the flaps done, and then lastly I could take the release paper from here and here and add my liquid adhesive in between. Here we go. So I am adding a nice amount of the adhesive right up till the edge, and then I am just making sure it comes right to the crease line, and then I am just folding it. Really nice, really clean, simple look on the how professionally it's looking like. It looks like those fancy ready-made boxes, and voila, we can pack our card and we've got something beautiful to go, and it's easy to hand, like, you know, you hold it, and if you want we can quickly dress it up. I hope you would like to see that. If not, let me know, like, Marta, too long, but I'm not gonna see it now because I'm not live, but maybe for the next time. Anyway, I wanted to use some nice heart because we are doing the wedding card, so that will be nice. And here it is. I'm just gonna do that, and oh, I have an idea, and this is hopefully brilliant idea, or maybe not. You'll let me know. Now I've got this piece and I think it will be great for the monogram, especially for the wedding. The monogram is something like super fancy and something super personal that you can create for someone. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will put this heart, I will put this piece, and I need another piece of the, will this be enough? No, that's not enough, so I'm taking another piece, but I will use that for the tag. I will create the tag to sign up the recipient names or something. And is this one enough? Let me see. Will this be okay? Oh yeah, that will be okay. So this one goes from the gold and the letters, of course. Bear with me, I just have to grab some alphabet letters. And what was that? My name and Rafael. So M and R. Where are you? Here. Okay, so I think it will be looking fancy if we do so like that. So I've got M, I've got R, I've got heart, and then I will need the colorful heart here, something nice. And this way I could kind of see where would I like my pattern. I don't want to do it in the center, so I'm not wasting too much, but I think this one looks nice having it, you know, just like that. Okay, so I'm having that here. And now something in the center of the monogram I actually want to recreate. Whoops. I want to recreate the design from the inside. Like I've got this one, so I'm gonna use the same circle. This is the best way for enhancing your like creations. Was that this one? No, that's too large. This one, I think, I'm guessing, yes, that was the size. So this is the super fancy way of creating something. Like if you create this one of a kind elements and you marry them up, like I've got the same paper, I've got the same flowers, I will have the same elements to the front and back. So this is what makes the card appearing really, really special. Now, will these two fit? So I could save up on time on passing through my die cutting machine. Let me see. I will chop this one here, so that way I could save up. Where was that? Is that enough? Just like that. Okay, so just so I could do one passage and you don't have to wait too long. Okay, now where was I? How did I plan it? Okay, just like that, and then a little piece here, so they're not gonna be coming off. And I'm making one passage, and then I will do a circle and this piece once again. So how are we? 57 minutes, not long now. We're just making this last amendment to our project, and I think this will be just something which will add on a lot of, you know, beautiful look to our design. Oh, and I have this with love. That could be fancy. Look on that. I have this with love, and I have this heart which was left over from the piece inside. Like that was the outer. Maybe I'm gonna use that one. We'll see, because I still got one more pass through. So let me just unpack it. I have my heart here. Oh, how it did not cut. Oh, I've put it too much to the side. But anyway, let me just deal with it just now. Here we go. Oh no, that's not even. But my die was too much hanging off from the from the cutting plate. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I've got this piece here. Whoops, as that comes off. Oh, how beautiful this design is. I love this piece, and this is from the die I've bought from Jessica. Well, it's from Spellbinder, but I bought it from my friend Jessica when she was destashing, and I do not regret that. I love it. Now, M, is it M? Letter M is quite large. Will this fit? No. That's what I was afraid of. That one is too large. No. Let me see. Do I have something else? Bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. I know it's been long and it's been already an hour, but please hold on a little bit. Oh, I've got the alphabet here. That should be okay. Anything else? And this is how I store my elements, like, you know, alphabets and things like that, on these mats. Now, fancy one or this one? This one I like, or this one? I think this one will be better. R. Okay. Change of mind. I thought this one will go inside, but the M is way too large. I mean, it will look nice on its own if that would be like nothing here, like probably M will fit. Yeah, if that would be different color, but because I've cut the circle, it's too much, so that's why I'm switching. But I'm not bothered. I will put these on something else, especially you know, quite often I do card with the names. So okay, now change of the mind. First one goes here. Okay, and then letters will go here, just like that. So I've got letters, this piece I'm needing, and then oh, good job that. And then I'm needing another circle, and let me just find some nice area to cut something, or maybe even here. Will that be okay? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, okay, now on last bit here, just like that. Or maybe if you want it to make a little bit more visible, you could cut it from white. That could be solution as well. So maybe if I'll put a piece of the white underneath. Oh, decisions, Marta. I'm always like that. This is why quite often I do this like timer thing, because I would be looking for the ways to upgrade this card till tomorrow, basically. But I know I'm like, you know, how to say that? I have limited resources, and we already 2 hours in, so I just want to finish that one. Okay, so here we are. Is that one front side or this one? Doesn't really matter, they both look the same, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna put the pieces here, and let me see. Oh no, look on that, that's chopped a little bit. I didn't glue it properly. I'm starting to having mistakes because I'm rushing. This is like rush is, oh, I think I'm gonna use that one, white one, because white one, it will be way more clear, visible than the dark one. Yeah, that was I'm changing it. Sorry, I just need to cut it one more time because I need the white one. Okay, and then this one is that much visible. Oh, I'll leave it like that, or maybe not. I will reuse it, and then I'll cut this one. I can actually cut it from here, so I won't be wasting any more paper. Okay, and this is what's happening when you don't secure your dies properly. Now let me just see, this one here, and last cut, I promise. I think this is our last bit. Oh no, I was supposed to cut that one as well as a sentiment. And do I have something here? Oh, I've got a little bug here. Oh, come on, Bill. Let me just release him through the balcony. Oh, there you go. Sorry. There was a little beetle. I have this like a roof window, and it was open earlier on, so I didn't want to kill him. That's a nice creature, you know, and I don't like killing anything. Even if I find a spider or something in my house, I usually try to take a piece of the newspaper or something and then just kind of gently you know, evict him from my premises rather than kill. Okay, now let me see what we have. So I've got letter R, letter M, and my heart, and I can start adhering this, because I think that this one, no, it's not gonna be visible enough. The white one is really make the letters popping out. Oh no, I'm gonna be mad on myself. Look on that. Look on that. Nothing is going with the plan today. Oh, okay. Do you know what? Look how I cut it. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is life. Like, no, not life, but you know, I wanted to you know, do another piece so I could have it nicely done, and this is what happening. Oh, doesn't matter. I will leave with that. You know, like if that would be cut perfectly, that would be really nice. It's still very nice. So okay, now let me do a little bit of glue. Letter R right in the center. Okay, oops. Okay, now letter M. I like to put a little bit of the glue here, and then I can then just tap it. Tap, 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 and then put it right in the center. Squish it with my finger, like press it down, and then add a little bit glue, a little bit more actually, and then add it here, just like that. Now here we go, and then a little bit of the glue here, just like that. Make sure it's nice and even, and the letter is actually, you know, straight. It's not like wonky to the side. So hopefully that's it. Okay, and now I'm leaving with it. I'm sorry, but I think like there's nothing I can do at this point. I'm not wasting the paper to cut another piece, and I know what I'm gonna do. This is what I will do. I am adding this piece here, and what would you say if I will do a little bow just like that? And here we go. So let me see. I've got the bow here. Okay, because we are, I want a single, or do I want something else? Single, or no. You know what I'm gonna do? I will grab a piece of the wire, very thin one, and now this is what I like to do with the bows. I'm just kind of making sure of the size I want it to be, so I'm looping it twice or triple. I like two bows, like two, and then you have the tail. I think that's enough. A little bit like that, and now I'm gathering everything together, and I am just adding very thin florist wire, and then I'm just twisting it just like that, instead of having a trouble of, you know, kind of creating this nice bow, like tying it, which I'm always struggling with, especially not as much with the single bow, but whenever I have double, triple bow, it's always a little bit more messy for me to tie nice bow. Now these are very plastic, those wires. You can very easily cut them and then just, like, you know, use the scissors to flat them up so nothing is coming, and then all you have to do is just press your tails down a little bit, just shape it, like move it to the side, like those loops, so you have a little bit more spread over the bow. Okay, just like that, and voila, this is it. So we've got a nice bow here, and this will disguise this piece, like no one will see it. And now all I have to do, I will then just trim it, and I will use the lighter if I have it. I'm not sure if I have one here. I should. Whoops. let me see. Oh, doesn't matter, but I will later on grab the lighter and then I will just go over these ends, so that will help me to, you know. So I'm pressing this bow right in the center. Okay, so that will be like little heart with the bow, and then I will add it here. Do I have any glue? Make sure you've got clean surface to work on, because last thing you want to do is to destroy your elements. And I'm having those two emblems, so they will go to the sides like that. And I think I'm gonna use the hot glue here just to grip it instantly, and then oops, a little bit of the glue here on those bits so they're not coming up, and then I am adhering it, making sure it's nice and straight, just like that. And then you can take your card out and you can actually press from another side, just so you could have it, you know, firmly glue. And I'm gonna do the exactly same thing with here. Well, I'm gonna add liquid adhesive first to those sides, and then for instant grip I'm gonna add a piece of the hot glue and maybe just kind of eyeball it so they'll be like evenly spaced. This one is a little bit, come on, go up. Okay, just like that. So I have them done. And if you've got a little bit of glue on your gold mirror cardstock, you can always go later on with a piece of the wipe and then just wipe it out. Now, last thing is this bow. So I'm just adding the liquid adhesive here and a little bit of the hot glue so that could instantly grip. And I am placing it right in the center, just like that, maybe like that. And once I'm happy with the placement, I can then go from the back side, like put my hand inside and then just squish it to the desk. Okay, here's my ribbon, just like that. I'm gonna need something in the center, like a nice pearl or a button or something, or we could actually use our flower, maybe a smaller one. Oh, how about this one? Oh, I think it's just looking beautifully. Like, oh, I glued that one a little bit under the angle, but you know, I'm rushing a little bit because you know it's been already 1 hour. But we've got our one of the kind box for our one of the kind card. Okay, just like that. Hold it in place until it's glue, and voila. So I've got this beautiful bag. It's holding nicely, like I could store my card there, and if I'm going somewhere it's easy to handle, like, you know, you've got this bag. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it sparks some joy and, you know, inspire you to create your own version. And if it did, please share it on the Facebook group. And of course, if you can, just make sure you subscribe to my channel, you've got the notification bell, and you like, share, comment, all of that stuff. So that will be me for today, and I'll see you shortly. Bye bye.